Welcome back, everyone. Oh dear, it's NewMutator here, bringing you the Myth World Cup 2012. Thanks for stopping by and checking this out. It is the double elimination round 3 match between Time Wizards and the Gimbal R Us team. Now this particular match actually took place before the other match that I posted earlier. And I decided to do that one first because I actually got the films for that one first. So this is the prequel to what transpired in that match. Gimbal R Us are struggling. They haven't actually won a single game as of yet in the Myth World Cup. Sam the Butcher is their captain. Prince Pawn, Morgoth, 2 Smoking Guns, and the Black Knight all here for their team. They have been struggling. They are the underdog, and even here, as these teams are fighting to advance and not to be eliminated, they are going to be this this whitish type of color, and opposite them in the blue, it is Stone Cold leading the Time Wizards, Father Xmas, Scratch, MP Phil, Storm Iron, and Renwood with that peach color. We know that that has to be Renwood. So it's going to be 6 on 5 with the player advantage going to the Time Wizards. And no, I am not MP Phil, but thanks for playing. As we've seen on this in game 1 of the double elimination round 3, first game here is Assassin. So these assassin targets are going to be the fetch. These fetch are the these fetch are the assassin targets, I guess I should say. And so both teams are going to be have to utilize basically construct their strategy around the fetch. It's kind of difficult to know what to do unless you've played this map or you know, have a basic grasp of a strategy in Myth, because in Assassin the goal is to not lose your assassin targets, so you want to play defensively. However, these fetch are extremely offensive, and so you know, it's there's going to be kind of a balance here between fielding an offensive force and then also playing defensively. So in the previous matches I've casted, we've seen that usually plays out in kind of a stalemate for a while until one team basically appears to be out of position. The other team rushes in and attempts to take out all of their fetch in one fell swoop. So that may or may not happen here. And I think, yeah, I mean, there's kind of a, I don't know what you would call it, but you know, half as an observer, I can kind of say this. If it were me, I would feel like, you know, half of me would want to utilize the fetch for their great offensive power, and the other half of me would want to hide them somewhere. And we see that Gimbal R Us kind of has the same thing going on. They are going to hide a fetch, couple of fetch here, and flank north with that. They might not even engage that. They're just going to send out, you know, it's maybe like half their force to the middle here, and Sam the Butcher with 2, Morgoth with 1, and 2 Smoking Guns with 1. Where's the other? What happened to the other fetch? Here it is. Black Knight is just going to hide a fetch over here in the corner, hopefully, and hope that nobody can see him there. Which is, you know, that may or may not be a wise thing to do. Most players would agree that the best defense is a good offense, so that may come back to hurt Gimbal R Us. And yeah, I haven't really been following the chat here, but Looks like Renwood is going to be hunting squirrels to while away the time here. And I don't know what else is going on, but it seems as if Gimbal R Us is actually going to be mobilizing and maybe flanking, but we'll see. Not a whole lot going on so far. 100% remaining for both teams. It looks like Time Wizards, you know, basically going for the high ground, which is that's pretty much what you want to do. Seems like a Bray or two destroyed for the Gimbal R Us. Looks like they were trying to rush in there and ended up losing a couple of units. And I don't know if they're trying to take out this Raven or what, but that is an odd looking Raven if I've ever seen one. Here we go. Renwood with his super flank, super peachy flank. He's going to be attempting to make something happen solo. And two smoking guns is going to try to snipe that mortar. He may be able to get away with this. Actually, he doesn't have any pus, so he might just end up losing that goal. And these mauls for Guru taking some punishment. 100%, 91% already. Already there's a Gimbal R Us is at a disadvantage. And yep, here we go. Renwood took out that goal, it looks like. Here's a force for Gimbal R Us. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do a whole lot at the moment. There we go, much better. I can actually see now. Whittling, interesting word. I'm gonna look that one up later. MP Phil basically he's basically speaking disparagingly of Gimbal R Us, who lose a goal, may end up losing too. Barely hangs on there. Prince Pawn with the hurt goal, severely injured. He's going to rush in here. He has nowhere to go, and he is going to be zapped. There it is. Gimbal R Us is going to be retreating from that superior force with the fetch there in the middle on the high ground. There's a 12% spread. And that Brave Nor is a goner. Luckily, he's able to survive. That must have been a control click. And I didn't quite see what happened, but it looks as if somebody on the Time Wizards ended up taking some damage, although that one fetch goes down. Nice mortar, able to get that. I think that was Renwood taking that kill for the Time Wizards. That fetch just got caught way out of position and just got obliterated. And yeah, I've been kind of rooting for the Gimbal R Us team this whole time. Oh, I thought it was gonna hit that squirrel. That would have been something. But I was hoping they'd be able to win a game in this tournament. So let's see if they're able to do so. If not here, then sometime in this match. I think that would be pretty cool. I would be okay with that. And the Bray doing a little bit of damage here to Black Knight, who sends in a maul to get murdered. And those goals also getting murdered. Trying to run in on those fetch, but there's nothing to back them up. Only able to do a minimum of damage before dying. 99 to 75%. It is not looking good for Gimbal R Us. The only way they can win is just to hope for some kind of rush to save them. Here they are getting cleaned up in the east. They have one Berserk, and he also goes down to this incredibly tight formation here for the Time Wizards. All they have left are 2 smoking guns with a mortar here.
5 minutes remaining.
It's 1 assassin target to 0. Looks like 2 to 0 now as another one goes down. Another one is severely hurt. And a mortar going down as well. Nice fetch wall. MP Phil and Stone Cold massing up, and fetch walls are very difficult to break through. (92% to 47%), and it's still 2-0. See if Black Knight able to come in. Nope, he gets zapped before he's even able to throw a single bone. There's 2 more fetch here. And Black Knight's just going to get owned unless he backs off. I really don't see how they're going to be able to come back from this. They're going to hope for that Warlock to do some damage, but it gets blocked. And the Bray are going to push along with Renwood's mortar. Lucky for Renwood, he didn't damage his own units. It's now 4-0, 27 to 85%. Gimbal RS are going all in here, and they get taken out, sending all of their units to their death. Boom! Actually, that was a dud. Too bad for Scratch. And uh-oh, some friendly fire perhaps. Nice block shot. Fetch able to finish off that Warlock. And Morgoth with pretty much the only units left for his team. Yep, he has all of the units left on his team. I'm not sure what he thinks he can do. He's gonna try to take out 1 goal here. There is nothing he can do as he gets hounded by the combined strength of the entire Time Wizard force. Barely anything has happened to them. Only down 17% from their maximum squad here. And Morgoth, actually Sam the Butcher now has the fetch. He is able to get a single assassin kill with that fetch, but ends up losing it to that mortar. I think that was Scratch's mortar, able to take that out there. So once again it is 1-0. Time Wizards are up so far in this match. Gimbal RS hoping to get a win, but unable to do so in game 1. For them, 2 smoking guns, it looks like able to do the best. 60 kills, or 5 kills, 60 damage, but 18 losses for him. As everyone except for Morgoth losing a lot of units. Morgoth, for some reason, it looks like he gave his units to Sam the Butcher at the very end there. Stone Cold doing a lot of damage with those fetch. 18 kills, 180 damage. That is going to be the most on his team. Scratch also doing pretty well. 17 kills, 113 damage for him. So there you have it. Game number 2 is coming up in just a moment. Thanks for joining me, and sorry it's taken me so long to get this game up. This was one of the first matches played in the DE3, but it took me a while to cast it because I didn't get the films until relatively late. And so here I am bringing you those films now, and stay with me as we move into game number 2 coming up in just a moment.